Hello and welcome to True Guidance Tarot. I'm Adriana Teodoro-Dier. I'm a spiritual medium and intuitive reader with a message for Virgo today. To let you know how this works, I've asked my guides in spirit to bring a message through the cards that will be deeply meaningful and helpful for you as you navigate your spiritual journey this week. If you are new to the channel, welcome. I'm really glad that you're here. I encourage you to subscribe to this channel so you can stay in contact with this high vibrational energy every week. It's high vibrational from the other side. It does really help you move forward on your path. And if you're returning, I am so grateful for your support. So glad to see you and to have your presence with me right now. Let's go ahead and get into your reading. But actually, I have to say one more thing, which is that I'm offering these really special New Year's readings for a limited amount of time, probably about another week. These are deep readings about your karma, your soul karma, and what's going on with your soul in this next year. So this is bigger than just the questions about what is my life going to look like, or what relationships are going to come in, blah, 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 blah. That's important, but this is even deeper. This tells you what's going on in your engine, what's really going on in your soul, and what your soul is trying to learn this year. So if that's interesting to you, there's a link in the description below, or you can check out trueguidancetarot.com. Let's dive right into your reading. We have something new coming in. We've got the universe bringing you this Ace of Pentacles. We've got this lovely bear awakening with this out from this den, and this pentacles in the sky. So this is some kind of divine gift that's just starting to perk up, just starting to wake up. And I feel like this is coming like in a shadow form. It's not completely solid yet. This is more the idea of it, or the sense of it. It's kind of like you can feel it before it's actually coming to you. Now we've got the Death card coming for your reaction to it. And so I feel like there's a little bit of a cleansing that needs to happen, almost a purging. A palate cleansing, if that makes any sense, a spiritual palate cleansing. It's kind of like you realize there's this new thing here, but you understand that there's stuff that still needs to be gotten rid of, that still needs to be transformed. There's just old skin that needs to be sloughed off and shedded. She has a snake up here as one of her familiars. And snakes, I actually really love the Death card, and I love the Death card in this deck because it's so quiet and personal. So it's really talking about cleaning out, purging things that you don't need to be carrying anymore, because it's like this new opportunity is going to take up so many resources that you can't have too many things going on. So simplifying, cleaning out, clarifying. And when you clarify butter, you skim out the whey, and so you have just this very clear, light substance. So that's what I'm talking about, clarifying, skimming it out, getting rid of the junk and the crud that's clouding your energy field and everything. This may be also that you're feeling like the urge to clean your house, you're feeling the urge to get rid of things, to give away things, just that idea of purging. So let's keep going, because it's interesting what comes next. We have the Ten of Swords, we have the Princess of Cups in the middle, and we have the Eight of Swords on the other side. So again, this Ten of Swords talking about ending what doesn't work, getting rid of something, getting rid of exhaustion. And this may come from a place that you're not expecting. There may be something that is sapping your time and energy that you don't realize is actually a drain. There's a little bit of a confusion here with these two sword cards. Our Eight of Swords, our lady that's blindfolded. It's not something that's so apparent to you, and it will seem obvious to you when you figure it out. But at the outset, it's almost so part of your routine that you don't realize you have the option to let it go or to shift it. And yet it's the thing that's really draining you the most, the thing that's getting you hung up the most, that you really need to let go of. And the one we haven't talked about is this Princess of Cups in the middle. She's so pretty. I love this card. But it's really talking about listening on the inside, listening for the cue from the inside about what needs to go, what needs to stay. She's got her eyes closed and she's holding this cup. She's kind of sensing into this cup. And there's all this change happening around her. The trees are turning colors. We have these lovely autumnal colors going on. So she understands that there's a change happening outside of her, this sense that you're feeling with this new opportunity, this new energy coming in for you. And it's funny because we've got red in the background here in an abstract way, and the red is manifest on her clothes. So she already understands that she's part of this new energy coming in towards you, this new beneficial and powerful building kind of protective energy coming through. She understands that she's already part of it, but she's taking her cue from what feels right to her. So likely you're aware of things that are very clearly cluttering up your inbox, cluttering up your life, cluttering up your time, cluttering, just getting in the way. It may even refer to people, but I'm feeling, it feels closer, like it feels like it's more about personal space, inside and outside, not so much about relationships at this point. But there's an aspect that you're missing in your day-to-day, and so you need to really sit and think about your whole day and your whole routine, and how does every single aspect of your day make you feel? How does everything that you're giving your energy to make you feel? If it does not make you feel uplifted and happy and joyful, it needs to be cut out, and it needs to be given away to the death card to be transformed into something else. That energy has to be released out into the universe, and you need to cut it away from you. So I know that sounds very drastic, but these are swords that cut, right? And when it's not working for you, when it's cutting into you, that's when it really needs to be cut away and released. Maybe released is a softer way of putting it, but it's not enhancing your life as much as it could. Let me go back to the page of Princess of Cups for a second. It's funny, she's just so still. So this also says to me, and there's stillness on these figures. So obviously he can't move. He's really planted there. She's deciding not to move. But she's deciding not to move, and this Princess of Cups in the middle isn't moving either. So when you're rushing around and you're too busy, this is going to be very difficult for you to feel into this. So you're going to have to make a space. I would invite you to consider, that sounded a little bossy. I would invite you to consider making a space for yourself where you can just be still and go through all of this and really be ruthless with that sword, with your sword of truth. She also has a scythe hanging at her side. And so this scythe needs to be used. When it's time to let something go, it's time to let something go. So I think we're going to stop there at the risk of repeating myself over and over, because I feel like your message is very clear for you. If you've got questions or you want to reach out in the comments below, I always love hearing from you. And I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Have a great week.